Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again, your candidate for President of the United States, representing the plan of God. I was just thinking, the other day I made a presentation for you, and the grass was all visible, leaves from the past fall, some visible, and it was like a beautiful day, that spring was finally here. And here it is a day later. And look at what has happened. I mean, there was no day in the winter that was any more beautiful than this day here, representative with snow on the ground and on the trees, etc., etc. Ladies and gentlemen, I got up this morning and I was listening to the news, and they were saying something about sacrificing privacy for safety. And we all know what sacrificing privacy for safety really means and how it affects us in our various ways. I know you can possibly remember the time when you can walk through the park with your friends or your significant others, and sometimes you can steal a kiss or sit on the bench and talk about things. And nowadays, if that's done, you might find the conversation that you had in the park with a group of friends have been monitored all while you were there, or that the kiss that you thought you were stealing in the park now is on Facebook because the cameras are there exposing everything. Well, that's the way it is, ladies and gentlemen, when we live under the systems of that we have been exposed to. They create the kinds of situations that would demand that either we give up our privacy and be monitored at all times just to protect ourselves, or we change. And this campaign is about change. It's about having those cameras removed because they are not needed. It's about having those voice boxes in the parks and stuff removed because they are not needed. It's about taking the locks and chains off your doors and off your windows of your homes because no longer are they needed. They are not needed because in the plan that the divine Almighty has presented to you through this campaign is that every family, every person will have their own. And since they have their own, they have nothing to worry about. They don't have to worry about you, and you don't have to worry about them. So everything goes on fine. This is why I want so very dearly to make sure that you get an opportunity to hear what God's plan has to offer you, and you can compare it with what you want. And if you, any of you, want to support God, then feel free to do so. But those of you who are led by the Spirit of God, I don't have to say anything to you. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just a information piece that I want to share with you about certain things that are happening within our daily lives. And I want to draw it to your attention because it gives me an opportunity to let the light of God's truth shine. But will only be realized here in our lives when we, the people, make the decision that this is what we want and this is what we are going to represent and require that others represent, because we will have it no other way. And all of this in of the spirit of love. Bye-bye now.